nothing. We're not going to be mixing today. We're just going to be talking about production and stuff. So it's time to put away the funky stuff glasses and break out the producer glasses. So that's what we're going to do. Because this isn't a funky thing. So I mean, it's kind of funky, but I mean, it's not funky. So let me get some headphones so I can hear, so I can leave you alone. Headphones. So I can leave you alone. Motherfucker, you'd probably think I was just gone if it weren't for that goddamn bum. Alright, let's take a look here. We're going to put in this here. I'm going to go ahead and bring myself in a little tiny small. Alright, cool. So, as you see, what I have here is basically a trough sketch. Very, very simple. We'll try to keep it as simple as possible while we're pre-production. Like I said, I want that dopamine hit. I want it fast. When we get ideas in, I want to bring it in here as quickly as possible. Mike generally tends to send me. This is for the bass, of course, right here. This is BFT. Mike usually send me a stereo track. It's often not. It's a stereo track of his amp. He's getting a direct box. He's gonna start sending me raw WAV files. Like mine are tracked out in raw. I track mine as raw WAV files. In order to keep it light CPU, I tend to go with this. Just being honest, it can do some high gain. It can do, this is Black Rooster, as you can see. Let me get over there. Where? Oh, damn it, it's on the wrong screen. I thought it was showing on your screen. There, boom. Now, as you can see, I was wondering why I couldn't show it off. You got your gain, you got your tone. It's quick and easy for like a quick little crunchy sound. Blah, 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 blah. You got high gain, low gain. You can turn the cabinet on and off. And then another one I use is the Harrison. I really like this. This one, I had to pay for this one. It was on sale for $29, but the consoles are, I can't really stress how great this sounds. It sounds amazing. Each one of the consoles, when they're done right, has its own amazing sound. And it just adds a character to your... So you got your major producers of mixing boards. You know, you got Yamaha, you got Neve, you have API, SSL, on and on and on. Harrison has a 32 Classic console. Rather than having anyone else come in, model it, and license, they decided to make an actual digital audio workstation. I wish I could figure how to run it. If nothing else, having it on hand, because I have never heard a DAW sound like tape. That's why I had to get this. When I got this, I had to get it to see if that was part of it, and it is. It's part of it, but it's not the whole thing. If you listen to it, you'll see exactly why, but it's amazing. It's really, really good. You can adjust the I believe you can adjust which direction. Yeah, you can move which order these come in, and yeah. You can adjust whether it's gate, compressor, EQ, compressor, gate. You can do all that stuff right there. It's got a good saturation drive. This really hits it with a really nice sound. When I start out, I usually start out very, with like just doing absolutely nothing if you don't turn it off. And then just start with, can I add some drive in there? Even just 2-3, because you'll be surprised at how much warmth it gets. Oh my God, it's amazing. Can I play demonstration? Sure. Will it translate correctly? I don't know. So let's go through some more plugins. This also gives me a good balancing. I can use everything here. The compressor, it's got a limiter. When I turn this on, as you see, bam, I can hit that level. I can hit comp. I can hit limit. Which one do I want? And that way we can get a good sound. Like I said, getting a good. I can sculpt the kind of raw sound. I tend to go with the more clean sound. Mike tends to go with the heavier sound. They complement each other well. Listen to Believe. Mine's that clean. You must believe. That's Mike. You know, I'm back cleaning, whatever. So I tend to do stuff in this just slightly gritty. Like I said, I provide the bra. He provides the titties. He provides the gritty. So I provide the bra. He provides the titties. I provide the smooth. He provides the gritty. It works. It's a working thing. So from time to time. You just want a little bit of saturation. And that's over here on this side screen too. Over here. I'm going to stop closing things out one of these days. This is a free plugin from Softtube. Very nice. I don't like all the side over here, but I mean, it does give you accurate meters of what's coming in, what's going out. It could possibly be able to close those out. I really don't know. Yeah, that's so. But it's a free. It comes with Cakewalk. It comes. I mean, if you just go online, you can just get soft tube free for whatever DAW. This one's a free one. It's a good one. Very good. I have several saturators. I have the free Magma tube from Waves. I have a couple that I've bought from Audio Soul, from other places, but it always helps to have multiple tools in your toolbox that do similar stuff. It's like having a fillet knife, a fucking serrated blade, a fucking cleaver, a sharpener. You know, I mean, you've got all those things in your toolbox to go after it, you know? When you're going fishing, do you just take one fucking hook? No. You take one lure? No. One bait? No. Why? Because different fucking fish require different fucking... And we go on to the next example of something to do here. Let's not close that out. I cannot do without this plugin, myself personally. So I bought it. I got BFD2 to start out with, was my first one. And it comes to see, let's take a quick look. Let's take the drums. You can separate by library, so that would be the London Sessions pack, is what they call it. So these are all the kicks that come. Matter of fact, let me turn all the EQs and compressors and shit, all that off. John Bonham's kick. This is actually John Bonham Ludwig, owned by John Bonham. These are all that just came in one pack. Okay, that's all the kicks. Snares, 16. You notice how dull it kind of sounds? That's because they just used the right fucking clipping. I gotta put a limiter on here. Let me do that real quick. Where you at? I just saw you. Oh yeah, L2. That's good. That'll work. Don't want to crank anything on there. We just want to catch any clips. There we go. Don't want to hurt your system. Better. Okay. So that's the camo kit from whatever. So they would go back to the snares and stuff. See how dry it is? Now I had that. That was the wrong one. I should. Yeah. Oh well. Let me load another kit. Let me file. Load preset. I usually start. There's one that I have is a 5-tone start kit. Where are you at? Startup. Oh, dopeness. I really like this kit. It's an all-around kind of artsy kind of kit sounding. It can do metal. And that's with no effects on it. And then you put the effects on it. Let's bring the ambient down a little bit. It's got reverb on this. Yep, reverb right there. So take that off. That's where the EQ when I'm EQ it, and then how it comes naturally. And then I EQ it for my needs. Get some of that bottom end out of there and tune it up. Like I said, it's mic'd as if I were just to set the microphones on there and then sample it. All the setup, the overhead mics, the mono mics, the room mics, kick room mics, mono room, all that shit, all those mics are here. Again, let's go out and zoom. Boom. There they are. And where they are, there's the ambient mics. That's how far away they are. That's how far the room mics are. That's how far the overhead mics are. On top of that, with this tweaks, I can adjust how far even that is. I can just make the ambient mics go even further away. Did it do it? Holy crap, I think it did it. Let's go out and, no, that's as far zoomed out as it'll go. Let's see if the ambient mics will come in. Yeah, see, they're moving. Now, that's what it's supposed to do. I don't know why I didn't do it the other day. Something locked up, you see? Now it's moving closer. Then, as close as they can get to the kit. Boom. Okay, it doesn't do the spread. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Boom. That's as far apart as they can get. That's as close as they can get. And it sounds like it when you move them around. See? Now they're modified, basically. And then you can send that way out there. You saw how far I sent it out there. Boom. There it goes. Room. Distant mic. Go. Are you going to do it or no? I guess not. Yeah, there they go. Nuts, right? And then you just bring it back to close. And as close as they can go. Then set those to singular, send them singular. Set those back not as distant. Those are just where they come in. Boom. It's going to have to update, I'm sure, whatever it does to make those things move around. But either way, the sound is already there. But I can give you an example. Let's go ahead and put on a groove. We're just talking, man. I'm not doing nothing. Seriously. If anyone wants to chat or anything like that, that's cool. I don't know if the chat is... I don't see the chat box. I don't know what's going on with that thing. I mean, I see it, but it's not got anything on it. I never worry about it anyways. Docs. Let me pull the docs and see if it's got it in there. Chat, because I did say open to chat, and if I don't chat, that's kind of stupid of me. No, come on, get in there. Not there. Jack Wagon. Get your ass in the place. Nope. Nope. There you go. Boom. Yeah, it's not popping up. I guess it's not meant to be. Anyone is here? Hello? How are you doing? I can't read it. Sorry. I tried. But, so, like I said, I'm doing nothing really. Just talking music. So, let's go ahead and pull up a groove. There we go. It has nothing else to drop down from that. Producer glasses. Gold rim. That's how you know. It's one gold rim for each gold album. I wish I had. I think we went certified double wood last time, but that's just because you guys got really aroused in the audience, and that didn't count. Yeah, you're going a bit slow there, guy. How about there we go. Okay, so we got that. Let's go back to... Doesn't sound that different, does it? Hey, could you back those overheads up a little bit? Bring it a little bit closer. 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 A little bit further out. God damn, make up your mind. Like, I want to give like a good echo. Could you just try to move them out? No, I just turned a fucking knob. Yeah, it's got that good echo on there, kind of like a rocky kind of sound. Let's see if we can spread this a little bit closer so it'll have some nice distance. There we go. Let's make them up further. There we go. Now it sounds like it's more of an arena type thing. But these are overheads. Let's go ahead and bring them back center. The room. Let's do the room that way. That would be a great thing to do. Center first, we're just give normal. Okay, just give me the echo, but I need more wide, like a John Bonham. You know, because if it keeps on raining, that fucking levee's gonna break. It's not giving me the delight. Can you push those ambients like way the fuck out? That would be pretty cool, guy. Go out there in the studio and run those two microphones. Then get another mic cable. Is it too short? Just get another mic cable. Oh, or just push the knob. That'll work. Okay. There it goes. Non-destructive. Track's already laid. You're now in the mixing part of the drums. Okay. Oh shit. You know what? I really don't like this kit. Let's go to the actual drums. And we'll go check out the drum kit. And there's some things about this drum that I just really don't like. So let's go ahead and bring this in here. We can see the kit, and that kick is kind of driving me nuts. It's alright, but it's got a lot of ring on that. Oh, too much ring? Sure. That's too little. Okay. Well, it's more actually the frequency of it is about 100. Oh, okay, then we can just dampen just that? Yeah, we just need to dampen around that. Yeah. So we can just do that with all the kicks? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't like the EQ. Oh, that's because it's not EQ'd for this kick. That's easy to do. Let's just figure out which one we want first. Then we'll EQ it for what we want later. Oh, okay, gotcha. Too flappy. No, we don't. How about African djembe just because? Which hat, what hi-hat do I feel like? What hi-hat matches this song? I don't know, but I have 147 of them to fucking choose from. Let's keep looking. Pasty, PVS. Who makes this kind? Oh, more pasty, more. What about this one? Who makes this one? Oh, a whole Sabian pack? Sabian Artisan? Wow. What about the slotted one? Oh, you want that kind? Okay, I've got that, yeah. Need brushes? Yeah, I got brushes. The whole kit? Yeah, I can do that. We just gotta do one at a time. Which kind do you want first? Oh, you got a whole Zildjian snack? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do. Brushes, stick, rod, stick, brush, light stick, brush, hammered rod. What does your song feel like is my question. Don't ask me what I can do. Ask me tell me what your song feels like. 70s? This is a vintage one. I got a whole kit that matches that if you want to check out check out the kicks for that match that. Okay, so then what we do is go that and go CWK. Because that's that hat. So there we go. I don't know if it'll do this. Yeah, I figure it would. See, like I said, in music, it started doing that when the music took over. It never did this before music took over. Ever. Never. And now it's crashed. Oh, well, I showed up VFT. It's time to get on something else. I think I've been on that. I will be on BFD for fucking 2 years. I didn't even get to show you the symbols. There are thousands. I literally have like about 1,500 symbols. Every kind. Crashes, mallets, gongs, fucking 40-inch gongs. Gongs are in water. They boom. It's nuts. Hit with a stick, hit with a mallet. I have some gongs that are hit with coins. They took a coin and threw it at it. BFD did oh my God. They literally took the kitchen sink and threw it in there. They took some stuff and threw it in the kitchen sink at different velocities, like forks and shit. Oh, don't make me bring it back up and prove it. I will do it. I played it the other day. They didn't like just bang on the kitchen sink like we threw in the kitchen sink. They literally threw shit into the kitchen sink and recorded it. Weird stuff. Water phones, all that weird, like fucking, all they got it all. They did it all. And what's even better is they recorded it so that way it worked for your music. It's not about like the grunge pack, the so-and-so pack. Yes, this is the Americana kit, and it's usually used for Americana. We recorded it perfectly so it sounds exactly like it sounds. Now you EQ it for your song. You want to use it on metal? Go ahead. Sure, add a bass boost. It doesn't have a lot of bass on there. Just do whatever you do. Oh, we have inside mics, outside mics, and all that stuff, and you can tweak and adjust and EQ them as much as you want. Route it out to your DAW then. Send one out to trigger your compressor, your sidechain compressor. Send one out just to do that. And then send an aux signal. I send an aux signal to do the sidechain thing, and then do another. And so that way, it's all contained within the fucking BFD. It's like having a drum studio, not a drum solution, a drum studio. And then you're only limited by how many packs you get. Here recently, BFD3 was going for like $39. And then the packs are going for like $29, $69, different prices there, which is crazy because it was going for like $350. And each of the packs are going for like, some of those packs are going for like $150. And now they're like $70, if even that much. It's nuts. As far as the crashing, I don't know if like, I'm legacy. I've been there since BFD2, then when it went to BFD3, and then it went to another company, and they got sold to another company. So maybe somewhere in my registry is still trying to read the original F expansion stuff or whatever, but maybe like a brand new, completely clean slate will run better. I don't know. But I had old Revolver, then they bought that, and they put a Revolver 4 producer. I'm like, dude, I love Revolver. It's a really great thing. I'm going to get Revolver Producer because it's like $39. Like, that's fucking insane. Producer, it's got all these fucking, all kinds of stuff in there. So I went ahead and got it. And immediately just stopped working as well. Like, son of a bitch, dude. But, I mean, it's like that if you load it up and start using it with intention. When I load BFD, as long as I don't change the drum pieces, you saw I just kept changing pieces and clicking. As long as I don't do too much of that, I can audition. Then once I audition, especially if I stop this thing and don't hit, like it's not playing when I change it out, I can make more changes that way. If it's playing at all while it's changing, it used to, it would just boop, doop, 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 just slide them in and out, no problem. And you just constantly go. That's why I have to be more selective now. So, another very much favorite of mine would be Amplitude. I'm using this instance on bass. I have, of the collection packs, I have the metal pack, the SVX, Fender, Jimi Hendrix. Let's see, actually just go to the amp packs there and I'll show you all that. Amplitude, regular pack, Amplitude metal, SVX, Fender, GK, Hendrix, Leslie, Mesa Boogie, Orange, Slash, and THD. I wouldn't mind having some of the other ones, but again, between this and I have amp blocker up there. Yeah, amp blockers up here too. So between this, I just don't need anything. This one I tend to use on the higher end because I can put it in a room and then get that room sound. 2, sculpt out all the low end if I want to, see the bass, and then keep the high end where it's designed. Like I said, this is that accent one. Just put in the direct line and just put like either record 2 or record 1 of the direct line, make a duplicate. The second one, the bass line is going down this right here. Then I use bass line for a quick. It's very easy to get what I'm trying to get. I can find the exact frequency of where I need to boost and where I can just make it wider sounding. I want that big thump in the middle and the higher end widening out. I'm still remembering the camera up there and moved over here. God damn it. I made some strong ass oil a while back, and I finally got some almond bark, and so I've been eating my chocolate again recently. I had a bunch, and that's about an hour ago. Oh yeah, and my fellow Stonies, junkies, and freaks know exactly what that means. All right, so Baseline, it's one of those ones I talked about. Sometimes they make a plugin that's too good. They give a free version to try and get you to get. There's a Baseline Pro. I can only imagine the damage you can do with this, because this does exactly what I want to do out of a bass. I can find the frequency I want to widen. I can adjust how wide I want to get it, and then right here I can adjust how much gain, and then how much the mix. I really don't. And then right here it tells me, like right here when it's just coming in the center, there's no really widening, and then it shows me like those blue lines of how wide it goes. I'm like, what the fuck else do I need? It's got other lanes, so I guess you can do multiple. You can affect different ones, so you can make skull. I don't really need that. If nothing else, I could stack multiple versions. It's free, but if you go pro, yeah, I figured you can bring up the page. Yeah, free trial. I don't want to try a free trial. Let me see what it's got here. Okay, it's got a mono recovery. Okay, that's pretty cool. Dynamic. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Damn it. Why did I look at that? Son of a bitch. Now it does both ends, not just this widening, but the monoing part too. Crap, why'd I look at that? Fuck, I hate myself sometimes. Like, okay, how much do you cost now, fucking ass? $129? No, I don't need it. No. Sometimes they make a plugin too good. Free, and that's where we're at right now. This plugin is too good. Free. Pre-Delta, I don't really mess with that, if I'm being completely honest. I bet you this is the effect, and this is probably what happens before. What it sounds like before, and this is what it sounds like what coming out of the stereo out. I'm just guessing. I don't know. So I don't even mess with it for that. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's like if I told anybody to get something, like if they were trying to achieve some of the results that I'm getting, this is one of the main ways that I do it. I'm not saying I'm great or anything, but like, hey, dude, your volumes are you're doing this EQing wrong, but whatever you're doing with compression is working, because you are getting on your 2 bus of your mix is coming out fucking louder than masters, and you got plenty of wiggle room, like you said. That is true. I can't help that shit, but that just happens to be true. This is one of the ways I do it. So, not closing that. No. Lindell SBC on bass. This would be for the dry track. This is just to contain peaks. Single band compression, SBC from Lindell. Well, from Plugin Alliance. Plugin Alliance has this one. I own this one. Yeah, it says subscription, but I own this fucker. Plugin Alliance that has the subscription thing. This comes with the subscription automatically. So does this. This would be, of course, an API multi-band compressor. Hang on, I might have got the API. Let me take a look at this again. Is that SSL? No, I think that's an API. Yeah, that's an API. I'm pretty sure it's an API. Either way, for bass, let me go ahead and set this up a little bit for bass and how it is on bass. All right, so like I said, you want that dopamine hit quick and fast, and so I have some pretty usual type things, usual cuts and stuff that I do the low end of the bass and the high end of the bass, so we can listen to it quickly back. How's it sound? What changes we made? Does the chorus need to go longer? This is just a rough sketching. And then later on, we'll put in extra tracks of how many, like we need to get your first guitar, we need to get your second guitar. I've got my guitar for the rhythm, which is clean, and then for the chorus, it goes into the distortion, or vice versa. So I like to do those as different things. I don't like to swap them. I just don't. Unless I can get a good volume pedal on Amplitude. That Pod Farm is my favorite volume pedal to use. It works the most accurately from going from maximum to minimum without killing. It just kind of rolls back the gain and cleans up. It's still got a bit of breakup on the higher strikes, which kind of gives that Jimi Hendrix thing. When you do that, it's still got like that kind of Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Frusciante. On the higher picking, it's still got a little bit you know, a little bit of breakup on the cleaner ones when you're light picking. It's just nice and let it, you know what I mean, that kind of shit. And but if you hit it too hard, it does have a little bit of that breakup. I use the head crusher to help bring in some extra tones. Again, this is just to get that dopamine hit real fast. This is a 5dB5, which is Audio Assault. This was like $5. Can't recommend this enough. It's so good. Most of their plugins, I mean, well, all their plugins that I have so far are really good. Does 5 different types of distortions: American, British, vintage, clean, and razor. These are like drives you can do, how much saturation drive you can put. Like the clean one, I put on vintage because there's not a lot of breakup, but a little bit. The clean, if I was just going for like a clean bass sound, I would use that because I don't want any distortion on it, on the whatever. But and then there's razor, which gives like a very, there's British, which has a slight more push than the vintage, and then the American, that can change. That can be very sculpted between kind of a clean and a distorted. It's really cool. I mean, it's very cool, very very cool. Then you got the mix knob, side chain, yeah. So inverse side chain, insane amount of crush. You know what I mean? Insane amount of just, you know what I mean? So it really bumps up the distortion of whatever. So it's really screaming. And of course, L2 at the end to tame any peaks. Rock Rack. This is free. This is one of the free ones that come with Plugin Alliance. When you get this, not even the subscription. This is just if you just go there. You get their licensor and download. There's like fucking 19 plugins, and this is one of them. Okay, and you can do different. Look, it's got the 800, the angle, the jazz, the crunch, the jazz, metal. It's got all those. Hey, I couldn't help that. That's got that in there. You know, I was like, oh shit, rock. I just don't use it. I don't like it. I'll never use it. I've never really done that kind of metal, anyways. But then you just go that. Look, you know what that is. 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 And you know what time it is. It's Mesa time. It's Mesa time. It's Mesa. It's Mesa time. I know what you're trying to say. It's trying to break out of Mesa. It's Mesa time. Ooh, it's Mesa. It's Mesa time. All right, so... oh, yeah, yeah. Fly the Concords, anyone? Come on. Stays Pie. Oh, we live right down there. We don't have to. All right, so I can keep an eye on whether or not I'm in the shot. That's something I haven't been able to do recently, which I've been too busy working. I can't keep the screen. While stuff's playing, I can't see the screen over here, and therefore I've been getting cut off. So I'm trying to make it, now that I'm aware of what's going on, I'm trying to be a bit more aware while I'm doing it that, you know, I don't see me over here in this screen, and I'm just like, I'm talking, meanwhile everyone can't see what I'm doing. The good thing is that these are a mid-size. Okay, auto listen, I love that, because then when you hit the frequency, it solos that frequency. You can tell what you're affecting. You can dial it through until you find the sound, like about where you want to either boost or cut. It's freaking dope. You just sit there and listen. Okay, yeah, that's problemsome. And then you can adjust the cue to really fine-tune how much you want to add or subtract. But you see that over there on the other side? That's because they're linked. Turn that off. Oh, no, they're still linked. Where's the link? Parameter link. There, sorry. So mid-size is just whether or not it's how it's processing. But yeah, boom. So if you want to process the right side, different from the left side, cause a distinction in the, you know what I mean, in the mix. Like I was talking about, you have a stereo track, and you want to give it some differentiation to stand out. Well, this one you could high pass at a fucking, 105. This one you high pass at 135. This one you take it up, and so it's got more bright. And this one has less. And then you start adjusting here. Like you give this one a boost at 5.5. You take down 5. The same thing. You know what I mean? Like at 1.8. With this exact, you can even parameter link them together until you get those things together. Once you do that, okay, I'm going to purposely boost 1.8 here, and I'm going to cut it over here. That way it's got like either that or boost here and cut there, and boost there, cut there on both sides. It's the same thing, so it's the same sound, but it'll sound different in each side. It's got the ability to random channel, but you have like 32 channels, right? 20, okay. 20 channels to choose from. It's not bad because it can give it characteristic. Very nice choosing. So you can even do stereo mode where it's just doing one channel. See, 5. Boom. Very, very cool. I love this. This is also part of Plugin Alliance. It does come with a subscription. I almost always say prescription, but I have the prescription, and I get very intoxicated using that prescription frequently. All right, so we got guitars, drums. This EQ is based on a Neve EQ. It's waves, very, very lightweight, does the job needed to do to sculpt and whatever. I have other versions of this same EQ. They don't look like that though. Geez, what was that? Who is that company? Noise Audio. Noise Ash Audio. They have the Need 73 console. They also have there's the Trilogy, the preamp, and then they have the Need Pre 3. That's a really cool. It's kind of like the preamp that I showed before that has 3. It only has 1. It's very, very modern style. So if you want to give a modern style, but for a vintage console, you do that. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4 bands. Where'd you go? Oh, I guess it's on a different channel. Oh, it's probably on. No, you didn't add it where I told you to. I mean, it did add it where I told it to, but I was stupid where I told it to add to. But anyways, but yeah, there's that, and then to kind of show what I'm talking about, also, I have. Let's go to Plugin Alliance, just to show that you have different. In case you have a dog in your yard that won't sit down, you have the BX console N. Is that the one? I think that might be the black one. Yeah, it's a very good one. I like this one. I think this one comes. There was a point in time when this came free with their plug-in pack, but they probably realized the power of this motherfucker. It is so dope. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Look, it's even got broken channels, broken pieces in there. See? You can adjust the tolerance to harmonic distortion, and yeah, it's so. And then you can adjust just this one, randomize just this one, or you can randomize all of them. See? Of all instances, this will not affect any other plugin console in the session. It's not hard. Yeah. Dope. But I've got lots of consoles, man. I mean, all kinds of consoles. That's my next thing I would have shown anyways, is I really like these consoles because you can make the entire thing like if I were to stick that across every channel, which is lightweight enough that you can do that. You can do the 9099. Oh, this thing rules. This thing rules. Oh my God, this thing rules. On top of that, make it look new instead of all used. Look. All dirty, like it's been, you know what I mean? You can see the fingerprint smudges and stuff like it would on a mixing board. Because that happens if you have analog gear. If anyone has analog gear, you know exactly what that is. You know what that is? You know what that is. This is how it came to you. And after hanging out in your house, this is how it looks. And you know it. Oh, look at the store. 4 months with your ass in that Pornhub. Okay, so then there's the dark mode, which I love the most. That right there is really cool. And that's amazing. And what's really cool though is like if you had like a different, like guitars are being dirty and whatever, so you process those. Anything that's really kind of dirty. And so if you go in to mix something, you go like, that's not clean. This is my clean bass. Why does this look? Oh, got you. I'm on the guitars because you know what I mean. The bass is done with clean ones, and then like maybe the drums were done. Boom. Where's my kick? Okay, this is the wrong one. You know what I mean? Very easy to figure that shit out, and or just to you lay it across all of your tracks. I have the SSL-GJ. I have the AMEC, Focusrite. I've got so many of those consoles. They're really, really cool. And I mean, I guess I could be here for like, how long have we been going? 41 minutes, man. Keep going and going and going. Plugin Plugin Alliance has so many really great plugins that it's hard to, I mean, look, it's kind of hard to choose a favorite one because some of these are actual amps, some of these are mastering tools, some of these are reverb, some of these are compressors, some of these are EQing tools. There's just so much stuff. And it just keeps going. And then there's like some Elysia, all these things right here. Those are definitely good for mixing. There's some original stuff like there's a something, didn't the character mix? It was something like that. It's I don't know, maybe I'll find it. There's a Fielder, Friedman. Yeah, see, these are actual amps. Karanya Sounds Wave Surfer, that one's cool. Tape Face. I would recommend getting a tape emulator of some sort. I have so many. Between T-Racks, there's that whole package, just all those packages of tape machines. Then I have Kive Tape Face. I have Waves has tape. Slowly but surely, it's. I mean, I just not like I just woke up and got all this. You know, all this, yes, because I woke up and I saw it's $10 and I bought it and got all this. But all the other stuff, it's been a slow, steady accumulation over years. Positive Effects, that's free. So I got Bias Effects too. So if someone comes over, like I only like positive, whatever, pretty much any amp processor that has a free version. If someone goes, I only use this one, I only use Podform, I only use Bias, I only use so and so, I've got it. I only use Empire, got it. I only use this, got it. I only use this, got it. PSP Chamber, Step Delay. I've also got PSP Nitro. That thing is sick. It was on sale for like $29 one time. The V-Pan is kind of cost heavy, but it is dope. Soft Tube, Sonimus, then we got Waves, and you just got all this stuff from Waves, the APIs, the Berserk Distortion, see lots of different Butch Vig, on and on. Tape Machine, more tapes from Eddie Kramer. So like the Helios mixing board, but then I've also got Plugin Alliance's Helios, so I'm good to go there. The compressor in case, whatever. So if I need to build my own Helios channel that sounds a bit different but still like a Helios, like the Helios I've been using from Plugin Alliance isn't quite kicking it. I got compressor and EQ from Waves that'll be in the same vein, so it won't sound weird, but it'll sound maybe like when the channels is a bit off, or it might even fit right in. Depends on what I do between the tube warming and you know what I mean. I might make it sound even better. Like if I need it to sound like it's the vocal needs to stand out a bit. Still coming through a Helios, still compressed on the Helios compressor, but it sounds like the channel is just a little bit brighter or just a bit different from the other ones. Something's a bit different from them. Helps. ADT, the mono versus stereo, Shep 73. Oh, that's pretty cool because I can show you this. Look, boom. Does that look familiar? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get your cut, and then there's the which was on here. Yeah. No, not that. Damn it! Whatever that need went to. There's a Shep 73 right there. And then there's the Need 73. Putting that right there. Multiple solutions. See what I'm saying? Why not? Why wouldn't you? If you can do it, if you can afford, like this one right here, the 73. When I bought from Plugin Boutique, go to Plugin Boutique. They have a bunch of free stuff. There's some free stuff right now. They have a ton. Like you're gonna have to download single at a time, but they have a bunch. And then just keep going back from time to time, and you'll actually get updates in your email box about sales and free plugins. And with this one, like when you buy a plugin from them, I can't remember. I think it was Spelldosa, which was $10, and they're like, if you buy right now. Because the Spelldosa was on sale for like $10. Buy that right now, and we throw in the Noise Ash Need 73. And I had already bought the Need plugins, the preamps, which is basically just this section right here. I already bought the 3-pack as well as that one that had the other thing. So I've got like 4 or 5 different preamps to bring that gain squash at the very beginning and give it different colors: vintage, new, intermediate between vintage and, you know what I mean, there's still a knee vintage, and then there's like that vintage 73 one, that pinkish one, and then there's a more modern one, depending on what style I'm going for. If I'm going for a very old style, 73. If I'm going for kind of, it can vary, I haven't decided yet, I'll go for the one that's the 80, can go to like that one. And then if it's definitely going through a modern Neve, like that black Neve, I'll use that 3102 preamp, so it all kind of homogenized together. But I can always change that. It's all virtual. There's no, it doesn't commit any, because it is just a gain knob and a tone. I can load all four of them on the front and just go through and find out which one sounds the best. And then just throw away the other ones. Yeah. Yeah, I know we're going through a 73, but the fucking 3102 sounds better. It just does. It just gives the bass a little bit extra. It gives the kick. That's what I usually find, especially with like the tape machines. I'll go ahead and pull one of those up right now. We're just fucking around, goofing around, being doofus. Maybe I have one on here. No, the Better Maker. I do love the Better Maker, but I will take the Townhouse as well as the. I've come to love bus compression. I didn't know what they were and how they worked once I figured it out, because I'd always heard the bus compressor works like a big glue for the mix, and I tried to get it to work, and I just could not get anything to do with it. It just doesn't sound like it's gluing shit, you know. It's not what it was. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. This is modern enough that when I watched them doing the advertising, I was like, holy shit, this is part of the subscription. I don't own this one. This is part of the pack that I get for $10 a month. And they're like, oh, the new Better Maker bus compressor. I'm like, I need a bus compressor, but they always give like a demo of it as well as like a walkthrough when it first releases. And he's like, we're gonna set the thing to 4, blah blah blah. And then I was like, and we turned it on and off, and they showed the side chaining to get the kick drum out of the mix. I'm like, that's why I never change this anything, because it just brings everything up. I'm not side chaining out the bass, so everything just gets louder. It doesn't glue shit together. This means that it just skips over the kick drum and the bass end and brings all those sides, you know what I mean, the sides of the guitars, those are finally getting up there. The voice is sitting out on top of it, you know what I mean, like I said, on top, but for some reason it doesn't always sit on top. This brings that all together and glues it, like they said, together. I'm like, I finally get what you're talking about, gluing it together. And from then I started using the Townhouse compressor, which is much more stripped down. But I could see exactly how everything worked having used this. You get the fucking principles down. Now, if someone throws a fucking bus compressor in front of me, I'm like, okay, it doesn't have a side chain? No. Do I need it? I mean, can I like, if I'm working in another room, can I set up a side chain on this DAW? No. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? I'll figure out something else to do, because now I know I need to scoop that out of the. I can build up a side chain on my own. I can build a way to scoop that out of there on another route. I know how to do that shit. I can set up an aux. That's easy as fuck. Make a submix. So the main mix is going through, and then the submix has no kick drum, no bass to it, going this there, and then blend it into another. You see what I'm saying? Then blend it into this. Is a side chain? Huh? Yeah, it's a side chain. It's a parallel mix. It's a parallel mix running right beside. I'll just run a secondary mix on my next to the 2 that feeds in as a plug-in. And then I'll just mix just like this. See right here, the mix knob. This would be 100, where the most I'd probably be able to get would be like around 75, or this one's like louder and you can hear the two together. But that's about what I do. 70 to 80% is what I mix it in. I want that original sound in there, but I want it to be a bit more tamed. And that's why it glues it together. It takes the new sound of like this almost too loud and then blends them together. That's probably how it all started to begin with. Just put a side chain on there. And then, what can we do with the kick drum? Kick drum and the bass, side chain together. Then the kick, when the kick hits, the bass ducks out of the way of the kick. You know what I mean? And they just make room for each other. You run that in parallel, suddenly the kick is thumping through a little bit louder. And on we go. All right, so subsynth. This does not come. The sub filter is the one that comes free. I might as well load that up and pin this here real quick. And I'll add sub filter. I guess I'm just typing it in. Okay, this is the one that comes free. It has gain in, gain out, how much compression, type punch area that you want to get. So it's basically kind of like this end right here, and then the low end. And then it has gain in and gain out, and then how extreme, smooth, harsh, and whatever. If you're familiar with R-Bass from Waves, this is basically their version of that. It does a very good job. Very, 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 very good job. I usually use this on the mono bass that I was talking about that's coming down the center. This is what I use on that. So it kind of pumps up, and it doesn't overly really exaggerate the bass, because you want that boom, 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 boom in the middle to be boomy, but you don't want it to be like not necessarily right there. And so this way it gives it, like, it beefens it up and makes it thick and fat. And then on the aux I send it to when I do that sub mix, that's where I add this in, just like I add the reverb and delay on there. That way, how much, I mean, just really sub, just bring it in, you know what I mean, to match the song. Should have a good static mix that has everything. You can already hear it. This is just to read everything I'm doing in that in the sub mix is just to reinforce everything that's I already like in the static mix. The delays on the guitars, the lead guitars, I tend to put nothing on them I tried not to, on the main mix, so that way I can bring in the delay. I can automate the delay. So like if it's going to a psychedelic part and it sounds really cool, and then swell, you know, and then back off. When I started playing guitar and music and stuff, I was really into like the Ramones, and that's kind of how I learned how to play guitar, just playing along with their stuff, Ramones, Sex Pistols, and then started playing some more like Alice in Chains stuff, because he's self-taught. A lot of the guys from Seattle are self-taught, so their stuff was not incredibly hard to figure out. I mean, that's not like the Stones, Rolling Stones, or like that, but they just never appealed to me the way that this stuff did. And so, right as I'm about to get into that stuff, this is when like I said, 1993, I go and see Dirt Clod fight, and dude, my mind just fucking exploded, dude. I was like, fuck. And so like I went back and scrapped pretty much everything that we had done before. All the shit that I had written, because I was the one writing in the band, and I threw away most of our songs. They were not good enough after that concert. Just had to start all the fuck over. And I'm not saying the next songs were they matched more of where I was at mentally then. And then started listening to Jane's Addiction, especially Stoned, and just how like the quiet softness of it, you know, because I mean I was much more into loud and just roaring and just, you know, and, you know, whatever, not screaming necessarily, but because I was, you know, as a kid I definitely didn't have like the dark husky voice I've got now. It was much lighter. I could sing Cornell stuff a lot easier. Hadn't started smoking as much. And honestly, life hadn't kicked the shit out of me enough to have anything to scream about. So now I do. That's probably why my voice is so fucking hoarse, is because that's a practice, a regular thing. But on top of that, like I was talking about, I can do voice acting out of my house, whether I'm reading one of my books, whether I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And oh my God, the shit that comes out of my face at any point in time, loud in this house. If you tuned into any of my other videos, when I was like, now that's a great dick, and I just screamed it, if my neighbors can hear it, they gotta be like, what in the fuck is going on? Dude, I go crazy. There's no one here. I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's nuts, man. I'm watching TV, so I just pass on the couch because I got fucking THC coming on. TH coma. Oh, shit. Now I'm kind of wanting to smoke a bit. Anyways, let's check out a few virtual synths. There's no harm in that, is there? So let's go ahead and, you know what, this is where they do theirs. That's why I'd like to dig it. So, spell dosa. I think I've shown this, but I don't know if I ever showed the sound. Let's see if I can get my MIDI keyboard hooked up real quick. I know it's on, I just gotta swap the drums. See, I had it set up where everything was plugged up, and then because everyone likes to dead end their MIDI ins and MIDI outs, I cannot loop my entire signal together without doing some really rigging stuff. Let's see if it's on. What are your ins and outs? Those are main. Let's go down here. That's easy drummer. Why the fuck is easy? I don't have easy drummer at all. Why should that be here? I don't even have easy drummer. What the fuck is that about? That isn't it. Where the fuck is easy drummer? Does anybody see easy drummer on this fucking thing? She spelled dosa. If I delete that and it goes away, I'm gonna wonder what the hell's going on. Remove. Delete track. This became 4. No, duplicate. It helps if you reach on. Come on, grab 2. Where's remove? Dear Lord, there. You leave me alone, man. I ate a lot of I ate a lot of chocolate. You leave me the hell alone. You don't even know. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? To the land of make-believe, folks. All right, so how many people just went, oh, keep going? I haven't heard that shit since I was little. Oh, when life was good. Karanya sounds. These are really good. I like these guys. Without a keyboard, I won't be able to actually show it. Oh, let's just put an extra one, didn't it? Yeah, I just put an extra one. I wish I could pull it up so I could trigger it. Maybe my keyboard's no longer set to trigger. I could play my drums. That'd be crazy. But yeah, you really can do that. Let me see if I can find one that'd be easier to show off this. Decide. This is free. If you are a move. Okay, if we can find you. Can find you. Would you be? Could you be a forget? All right, so decent sampler. We're gonna go ahead and put that on here. No, you can't, can you? So you just drop it on there. That's fine. If I can. This is free, completely free. So are all the sounds inside. Oh crap! It should be D. This computer? Where's that? This PC. D. Decidedly. Decent simple sounds. Select folder. Oh, there we go. Alright, so browse. Not gonna go? Okay, I guess not. Or maybe it's loading. Yeah, looks like it might be loading, trying to find. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so some of these are new. Oh, I might have some new ones to download. No, 7. So you can get free ones. There's, yeah, this one's free, short scale bass and whatever. So let's find one that I've actually got that's downloaded if I can. File browser. Okay, these are all ones I've downloaded. So these are all free. Look at all this. They're all free. All free. Are they any good? Yeah. What the hell happened there? Looks like it muted it. Okay, this side is going out. All right, let's try a different. Looks like the plugin's screwing up. Okay, well, when it works, it's very good. Studio One plugins didn't work as, yeah, so it locked up. So something about this. It's probably not wanting to stream and do this at the same time, which I understand. It's kind of hard. I don't think the Cakewalk ones work so well, but these come free with a bass guitar, drum kit, electric piano. So yeah, if you get Sonar, let me see if it loads here, because if it does, that might actually make it worth it getting, if not, it'll tell me you can't load this here because, oh well, it loaded it. It's like, it's just honestly like BFD. And the thing is, you can change kits. They actually make kits for this. Believe it or not, Platinum Samples makes kits for this. So the Evil Joe kit, like the green camouflage kit, goes for this. So this is a free player. Now, is this as extreme as BFD? Of course not. Look at it. But can you do multiple velocities? Yes. Does it have room sounds and all that? If you can actually get down here, you'd see. See? Very cool. The bass, string selection. String section, string selection, replace. Cool, right? But here's the thing. Now we're in the cello. Now we're in the violin. So they kind of cover the area where they cover. You know what I mean? Where they actually cover. So if you want to have like multiple parts and it sound like different instruments, now you can change the volume. And what I tend to do is change the pan a bit so that they are all coming. I use the bass right there and the cello over here. So the bass stays in the center. Cello is over here. Maybe over here. Increase the reverb so it reaches over to the other ear. A little bit too far. So this one's gonna crash too. See? And then you got your bass right here in the center. It's really cool. You can even add a chorus to it. Very dramatic. I use this a lot. I have one called what's that called? Angel Hair. Angel Hair. Angel's eyes are down. Yeah. Here we go. Now the devil might care, but that just couldn't be. No one remembers me. Native Instruments, Contact 7, Reactor 6. These are the free versions. They're very, 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 very nice. Reactor 6 has a plugin that, oh. Okay, that was silly enough. Sweet Case. I don't know if that would actually work or not. An octave or two. So there you go. There's a bit of that. Yeah, you got a little bit of nose there going in case you want to get like a little thing going. Plugin Alliance has some really great ones. one of these, I think the Oberhausen comes free with the pack. Oh, actually, with the subscription, all of these do. Oolong is really cool. Matcha, Kima, and Hydro. These are guitar ones. They sound really good. Lime Italian. Presonus has some really good ones. Impact is good for like I have this pads I was telling you about, and so therefore this one works right. Good. You can sample. You can set what each one of those pads will be. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it's like no, it's 4. There's actually 16. It's only 12 of these, but you can pretty much do it. Mai Tai is really good. Mojito, Presence, Sample 1, all those are really good plugins. The best thing about this is check this out. Boom. Look at all the synths under Mai Tai. You need drums? Sure. What kind? You need bells? Sure. What kind? Poly, strings, impact. Boom. These are all presets to get you a good start, you know what I mean? Chill hop, if you're working on, you know what I mean? You just load that in. It's like, oh, that's pretty close. Or you just keep going until you get to like 60s a go-go. Hey, that's pretty close. MVP, these are loops that are, you know. So, and all of them have that. Mojito has it. All their plugins have that. So like if you're going for, you want to get like a good mix on your vocals, you can just easily go, it sounds like it's popping. Just go ahead and kill that on the left speaker there, right speaker. So I figure out what's going on. Ah, I see it. Let's get you out of there, guy. What are you doing? Who's doing what? There you are. No. None of those are on. Alright, so maybe it's one of the synths. I think that was a yes. Get me out of here. Oh, that's right, this one. But no, nope, still. Decent sample is still here. How do I remove? Dude, come on, don't be a jerk. Anyways, it's not popping in you guys' ear anyways, it's just popping in mine from time to time. I hope. Might end this out here. Yeah, it's an hour long. So I mean that just kinda shows you some of my favorite plugins right there. I told you this was nothing. It was nothing. Sorry if I couldn't hit you in the chat, if anybody responded, if you want to talk, anything like that. Again, I'm doing these just because I feel like doing some stuff. I'm bored on a Saturday afternoon. I'm not going to be working on this. Maybe like later on tonight, I might do that one mix I did of Burn to the Ground. Maybe I'll actually try and do like a master session, like an hour long, you know, rather than just kind of run through it quick. Actually, what I would actually do, how I'd actually do it. That master desk, I don't really use that anymore because when I first started, I did because I didn't have the tools I have now. Now I have the tools that are all inside master desk, and I wanted to share that that comes free when you join Plugin Alliance. That the classic one, not the one I have there, but the classic one. I'll pull it up real quick and show you. Master desk. Boop. Fast fingers. Master desk. Not even the true pick. Master desk. This is the master desk classic. It's basically everything I showed. It had, the other one has 2 more features up here. I think the filters are a bit more whatever, but as far as a mastering tool, this is my album that I did, Highly Derivative, as well. Pardon me, as well, Highly Derivative, and Besides the Point, I ran both those through here. I also, on Besides the Point, I had Ozone. That is a free. Let's check that out real quick. It's up to you whether I don't really want AI in my studio. Nothing against AI. I want to do the work. When I mix a good balance, I want it to be something I did. But I understand if you don't have that shit, not everybody is that way. They're making more and more stuff for everybody to be able to get the sound in your head to sound more like what's on the radio. Unfortunately, you don't have much control on that because like this right here, this one takes a fair amount of CPU. But what you would do is you put this on your 2 bus, on this bus right here. Everything's going out. One of the last things. As it's playing, you tell it to start listening. And it'll scan, it'll analyze. You're supposed to wait for the loudest part of the song. And it'll scan and listen to that. And as it's listening to that, it starts applying this version. They have more expensive version that lets you get fine-tuned. This is a pretty good one because what it'll do is use basic elements of mastering and AI, and then it'll compare it to like your mix compared to like you give it has reference rock, rap, whatever, and kind of like an average of those sounds and how yours compares to that. And it'll apply automatically stereo widening, bass enhancement, EQ adjustment, volume leveling, and bring you up to be about industry standard compared to what is out there on the market. If you don't know what you're doing, pretty much, you know what I mean, you have a pretty good level, but you just can't get everything to stand out, this kind of goes through and helps you with that. Adjust frequencies and things. If nothing else, it gives you a much better result at the end. And I'm not knocking that, but I use it as a double checker. I turn all my effects off, and then I run my mix through this at the loudest point, let it do its thing at the very end of my chain, and it gives me an example of what industry standard would sound like, and then I play my mix and I compare to see if did I hit pretty close? Did I hit better? Is mine louder? And sometimes, yeah, the answer is louder, yeah. Because industry standard it's designed to do what I was saying, to keep you quieter than the commercials. And I don't want to be quieter than the commercials, especially on KAND. We have no fucking commercials. I'm planning on having like a whole commercial, like the song is just going to be fucking blaring loud as shit, and have some like, hopefully one of my friends will help me, like, hey, and like, what? And like, how do you get your mixes so loud? I don't have any fucking commercials. And it just kicks right back in. So we don't have any fucking commercials. KIND. We don't got no fucking commercials. Hey man, these are not for kids. These are not for kids. I don't prohibit kids from tuning in because, I mean, I've been listening to George Carlin since I was 7. I'm fine. Ish. No, you can achieve all your dreams, kid. Kids, listen. You want to sit in a room surrounded by your favorite toys? You can too. Do you never want to grow up? You don't have to. Join the Sean Battle mixing class and learn both philosophy of life and how to make your shitty music. That's one thing I was learning. I was thinking about the other day. I should have said the other day. I don't know, words of wisdom. Fuck, I meant to start this one out. So we'll end with the words of wisdom instead. I was going to a gig, and we're loading in, and I'm done loading in. But our drummer, he's my best friend, so I'm helping him load his shit. And so we bring in he's got a big kit because we do more artsy kind of music. And so like a punk band in the underground scene, a more punk band in that area. We're loading in the drummer. I don't know if it was whatever, but as we're walking by, you don't need all those drums. Breaking step, my dude just goes, I only need what I want, and keeps walking. And I just look at him like, yeah, what? You know what I mean? We just keep walking. And we did well that night. We did well, very well for a while. But, don't let anybody tell you what you need or what you want. If you have something in your mind, just fucking do it. Just do it. How does anybody know what the hell? Like I said, how can anyone tell you what your music sounds like? I can understand not wanting to show up and whatever. And in this game or whatever, it's about getting people to listen, right? Getting people's attention and actually getting people to stick around. If you give a fuck about that, then yeah, whatever. But if you start caring too much about that, you'll find yourself becoming someone you hate. You find yourself, hi, it's Sean here right now. I'm just going to show you another mixing tip. Because if you don't, your bills are required. You know what I mean? It loses all of its fun when your bills require it. Trust me. It loses all its fun. The second you make it into a job, it's just another fucking job. It's just a job that you may not mind doing as much. One of the biggest inspirations of your sources of your ideologies and shit like that, unless you start learning how to find them and farm them other places, is going to be the pain of not being able to do stuff. The starving musician, you notice when they're no longer starving, they don't seem to be cranking out the same quality anymore. They start playing it safe because they don't want to lose their audience. They don't want to lose that crowd. They're afraid of losing that paycheck. They don't got anything else going. But if you're smart, you realize that nobody sticks around forever. So if you do hit at any point in time, make the most of it smartly. Invest in the studio. Invest in yourself. Find some way to get like a home, something solid, something tangible. So when they go, where are they now? Modest home. Chilling. Oh, I just got like a modest home. Yeah, I do. You know what? I haven't worked in the last 30 fucking years. Laugh at me. Sure. Go ahead. Grabbing the guy from Color Me Bad. Hey, he's working at a tire place. Because he probably thought we're going to be on top of the fucking world forever. So you're doing all your money and drugs and shit. Partying up. Because this isn't going to, you're on number one. You're number one on the fucking billboards. How many people have been number one on billboards and then gone? Blockbuster multi-platinum artist. I can't remember their name, but they had that hit song back Remember? Everybody was singing. Remember who it was? Who was that? They had that summer jam, remember? No, you don't. You don't stick around. Most don't. Being honest, the record industry used to want to do that. They'd find someone with talent and they'd want them to, and so they'd work with them and farm them so that they would have discographies and albums. And it was a working relationship. The company starts getting more greedy and they start taking more of the cash. But the artist is established, like Prince, Ray Charles. They now say, we got to look at this this contract. Because my backside's getting sore. And I'm making you guys a lot of money, so we need to readjust things, or maybe I might go my own way. Well, your contract says so. I can produce 7 albums of shit if you want just 7 albums. I got 3 more to do. Watch me fucking shit all over the career that I had. Think I won't, then reinvent myself when I'm free and go, oh yeah, remember those last 3 albums? I was under contract. I'm a free agent now. I saved all my best shit for this. You don't know who you're fucking with, man. They don't know who they're fucking with. We're artistic people. Instead of being taken advantage of, let's start fucking thinking of ways to take it back from them. I've got some ideas. We start a little KIND station. Start your own fucking, whoever you, if you're watching this and you got your own fucking bands and stuff, start your own station. Get your friends on there. Fucking just take it back. We don't need them. OBS is free. Cakewalk is free. Get an interface. Start recording your bands. Start recording your friends. Start cutting them fucking deals. Start becoming the best engineer in your fucking town. Find a way to showcase artists, music, movies, anything artistic. Get it out there. Even if you're just sharing with your friends, hey man, I'm going to start doing a show on fucking here, and all I do is just kind of DJ, a microphone, the Behringer C1 USB microphone that's pretty much exact as fucking the other microphone that I had in here, except it's USB, plugs in your thing. You don't have to know shit. Just plug it in your thing, And then now you're a DJ. You have Windows Media Player, and then you have Windows Media Player Classic. Have them both running. So you can do a DJ. You can pause on one, mute that, load the next song. Or have a playlist of 3 on one, and then playlist for 3 on another one. You hit play, let those songs play. Then you shift over to this. Go to different scenes while the song's playing. Like the artist page. I have this artist page in case anyone joins up with mine and wants to whatever while the music's playing. I can show what I'm playing. If I don't have a band, I can show also. What, man? I mean, there's no reason we can't take this shit back from them. How do we stream? We don't want to talk too loudly on the open channel. It's an independent station, baby. Non-profit. Why do you think Elon Musk wants to shut down non-profits? It's the only thing that can compete with them. It's the only thing that can compete with them. Linux, open source. And then non-profits. And all I got to do is declare your fucking group a fucking getting money from terrorist organizations. What does that mean? Define it. Terrorist to who? Grammar Nazis? People that don't like people that knit cardigans. Terrorist to who? To people like Elon Musk? Are we financial terrorists? You're fucking right. We're goddamn pure anarchists. Anarchy does not mean kill, whatever. It means I don't need you to tell me how to be a good person. Do you pass that test? Here's a quick question. Do you return your shopping cart? If the answer is anything besides all the time, despite the weather, you're not ready for it. You're ready for a form, but you still need a redress of your grievances. You still need to be able to redress. You understand? You're not at a place where you can govern yourself. That's self-governance. It's done because it needs to get done, because it has to. There's no reward besides that what needs to get done gets done. That means you can self-govern. There's no pay. There's no incentive in it aside from knowing that this fucking society runs properly. You didn't bother anybody having to go into a ditch to get your shopping cart. You got the shopping cart. You loaded the shopping cart. You emptied the shopping cart. You pushed the shopping cart to the side. When the corral is right behind you. Now the guy coming out, snow, rain, good weather, bad weather, whatever, he's got to clean up after you because you're a child. When you get shit off the shelf and you walk down the aisle and you see something on sale, the soup, do you go, well, I'll let the stalker handle that? Or do you go, I got this from down the fuck there and I found this on sale. I am going to put this back where the fuck I got it. Because I'm the one who moved it. Oh, job secure. Fuck you. You know what? Whatever you do. What's your job? What's your job? What do you do? Even if it's blogging, someone coming in and go, oh, you don't need this cable here. It was job security. If I'm not here to unplug cables, your job is plugging cables, right? Well, then plug in the fucking cable. Stop bitching. Plug the cable in. I know I keep unplugging cables, but that's your job. I'm making sure you have a job to do. I think the emptying of the shelves by us is enough to keep them jobs secure. Stop securing their fucking jobs, would you? And stop being a dick. That's what you're doing. You're being a dick. Stop it. No wonder everyone's fucking grumpy. One bad drop in the fucking pool echoes. So as soon as you walk in the store now, the person behind the counter is like, morning, welcome to Walmart. Welcome to welcome to the store. Well, you're not very happy, and that fucks with you. What did I do to you? You didn't. Someone's been fucking up their shit. Now they're pissed off. They don't even mean it at you that way. They're more thinking, oh, here comes another person who's probably gonna make sure my job's secure. Like you come in so fucking often. You know how many people come into the video store that I worked at? Manager, assistant manager of, that come in. Just so many people every day. Because Video Watch is open 365 days. Because, believe me, Christmas and Thanksgiving are a sad fucking time. They are not a happy time. They're for you. But there's certain select people that are, they don't come in with the best. They're hanging in there. They get movies about family dinners and shit and fireplaces and shit, you know what I mean? They rent porn. I don't judge them at all. Wish them a Merry Christmas and tell them have a good day, man, because, like I said, they're hanging on. Work one Christmas in a store, man. You'll see what I'm talking about. Sacrifice one of your Christmases with your family and shit to work Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. Someone looking for connection more than likely is coming in. If you work at a call center, someone's calling in. I worked at a call center around the holidays. This guy would call in. At Thanksgiving, he calls in. He's just chewing ass. Like, just pass over to me. It's Jim. God damn, he calls in that much? Around Christmas. Same guy. I'm on the overnight shift. Basic same problem. Just chewing ass. Drunk as shit. And then dawns on me on Christmas. Like, you're so lonely right now. You'd rather argue and yell with somebody. Probably his internet probably works. He probably wasn't even down. Just looking for a connection with somebody. I think I even told him, I was like, hey man, if you can just call, dude. Around Christmas time like that, we're here. You don't have to yell and stuff. You can just call. We can still walk you through the steps, man. You don't have to yell. We're happy to help. I don't know if he ever changed or not. I wasn't working there much longer after that. So, there's just a circumstances. But yeah, be you. Be you, no matter what. You can't, if that's not you, you can't keep it up. You won't. So stop. Just be you. It's either you or it's not. But you's good enough. We need you. We need your art. We need your voice. We need you in the audience. I love being in the audience. Dude, you know how much I love being in the audience of like Mark Lanigan or a band that I enjoy? That's so fucking, it's so freeing because you're like not thinking about nothing. I'm not on stage. I don't have to think about entertaining anybody. I don't have to think about shit. I just sit there and just feel those waves like back when I was a kid, man. Just the hair standing up. That feeling, it's so fucking great. It's completely freeing, man. So much so I had to pursue how to fucking do it. And I'm constant in pursuit of. I'm not saying I achieved it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm a great producer. I'm not going to say I'm a great engineer or nothing like that. I do everything by the seat of my fucking pants and what, you know, God helps me with my what talents I have for comprehension. And that's it. And timing for like sales and shit. Like T-Rax. Dude, let's just, before we go, let's just talk about T-Rax. Would you talk about T-Rax with me for just a second? Okay, so we're back in our favorite friend. And trust me, I really do enjoy Sonar. Not Sonar. Studio One. Studio One 5 producer. It's so dope. It's so dope. It's the dopest shit I know. Alright, so there's amplitude 3 and 4. Those are like, I believe those are VST 2 or 3s. And these is like, okay, so there we go. Boom, 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 boom. This is amplitude, the rest, ARC 4, I don't have that nor the listen. I do have Mixbox. I do have Tonex, the free version. The TR5, this is all. I got this for $49. Everything that says TR5. These reverbs are sick enough that they could be going for about 20 or 30 bucks each. The brick wall limiters, all this shit, dude. Some of these are emulations of like some classic, like multi-$1,000 equipment, and they do really, really well. These reverb units are so good. These EQs, that's the 73. That's the one I was telling about. Then the 81. Remember, we were talking about that shit. Look who that is. Does it look familiar? Yeah, that's the 80 fucking one. And the 73 looks like the one that I showed you with the other one. So I've got 3 fucking solutions for that. See? No, that dog's going to sit the fuck down. We're going to make that dog sit the fuck down in the yard. We're going to give him the right treat. It's not about beating him. It's not, well, you're beating him. You're defeating him. But you're not hitting him. It's about getting him the right treat to make him go, yeah, I'll sit down for that. You know? That's what it's about. Massage his little puppy shoulders. You know? You don't want to do nothing nasty. Don't get all sick with me now. Come on. I heard somebody say something bad. Like, yeah, no! Dude, what the hell, dude? I mean, this is Lassie we're talking about. Giving them the wrong kind of bone. Jesus Christ. Joe Ciccarelli focal strips. It's insanely good. Some of these are pretty CPU intensive. This is one that is. But as far as getting EQ, just fucking, I'll bring it up getting vocals, whatever. Just stacks of compression to get, just the most volume out of you're really not going to get much. Look at all this. All these, each one of these is a plugin that's freaking the TR5 suite. You know what I mean? Tape Echo, all the tape machine. We're still going. Remember those tape machines? All $49 for all of this. All this. How could I was like, I don't need any more plugins. T-Rex 5, $49. Okay. I can get one more plugin. I mean, if it's going to be one more plugin for $49, I might as well get one more fucking plugin. When the Ciccarelli, I started the soundscape shit, I think, and this is one. Dude, can I make this larger so you guys can actually see what's going on with this bad mamma jamma? All right. What we have here is the Ciccarelli. You got the main compression right here. You got retro. You got a de-esser on the front end here. You can see the things are going slower, but I've also got streaming going. Right here, you have pre or post. If you're going to add body, presence, or air, if after going through this, then you want to add that on. Or before going in, it's like, it's just really, it's got very bassy. High pitch past the shit. Oh, the dude's got a bassy voice. We'll just cut everything below. Let's just start with 140, 150. We cut some of the body out. Let's put some of that back in there. Now his voice, presence it up, and then a little bit of air. Of course, that's not on anything right now. I'm just saying. And then I run that into this. Or if it goes like, okay, we got the bass out there coming out. Now we need to trim him up and whatever. Take some of the body out of there. Put some body into there. Put some reverb. The size of the reverb. Any modulation on the reverb. There are 2 types of reverb. There's echo. 2 types there. The time. Again, with the kind of gritty looking on the outside, where you know where your dirty fingers are. Don't talk to me. You know what you've been doing. You know what you've been doing. It's your equipment, so I'm not judging. I'm just saying you know what that is on there. Show them some hand sweat. Jeez, you guys are perverts. I can't take you nowhere. Scary. Why do your minds always go to the gutter? Huh? I'd say I'm going to show you my dick, and you guys immediately think this. No one thinks Dick Van Dyke? I'm going to show you my dick pics, and then just no one immediately, everybody's like, okay. Sean's a pervert. Sean's going to show us his dick. I did. I showed you my dick pics. Dick Buttkiss, Dick Gregory. Some sports dicks. I don't know sports dicks so much, you know? But how could you not know a Buttkiss? You're going to remember a Buttkiss. So, oh, you guys are perverts. I'm out of here. You can't take you nowhere. Stop streaming, you perverts.